Fat Guy Goes Nutzoid, also known as Zeisters, is a 1986 comedy directed by John Golden and starring Tibor Feldman, Peter Linari, Douglas Stone, Max Alexander, John Makay, and not this Joan Allen, but this one. Shame on you, IMDb. The film opens with limo riding and this guy who is too damn happy. It's somebody's funeral and there's a lot of grief in this room.
Yeah, I know. Ever since I heard, I can't stop smiling.
Oh my God! Look at his fingers!
Not bad. Not good.
I'm confused. But it seems to have pissed everyone off. Roger goes to meet up with Ronald, who appears to be a low-rent John Cazale. I have no idea what their business is, which means it's probably drugs.
How do I always get this shit work? I'm your partner, not a worker.
No shit.
And until you're finished, no more hookers or games or stupid clown suits.
Come on, leaving the hookers. The next morning, Roger is woken up by a phone call demanding he come to the courthouse where they give him a job for some reason. He has his first day as maintenance at a factory and learns some things that kind of set up some stuff at the end of the film. Man, that name wouldn't fly today. Roger asks Dougal for a place to crash and goes to sleep. I'm assuming this is the fat guy at the title practicing to be a TSA agent. It's Makay a party! Dougal wakes up and it's a disaster that needs fixed.
It's not such a mess. It's not Auschwitz.
What the fuck? They try to put things together, but the boss arrives and Dougal is fired. Maybe the judge can give him a job too. Dougal says his goodbyes and comforts the mocha by letting him load his bags in the car.
Maybe things aren't as bad as you think.
Goodbye.
On the way back, they notice some flatulence and, oh, hi, mocha.
Get rid of him. I'm taking him back to camp.
Oh, that's crazy. The only thing we could possibly get out of it is more trouble.
Actually, that's a good idea. But Roger thinks that's a bad idea, so they choose the option of tying him to a mailbox in the middle of nowhere. Wouldn't it be funny if he died there? The Mooka uses some superhuman strength and the chase is on, so they load him up and plan on dumping him at the closest gas station.
You stay here. I'll be right back. I'm just going to take a piss.
He's not going to stay there. Roger returns from taking a piss and holy shit!
Dougal, it's an emergency! He's gone berserk! Fuck!
I've pulled that phone move before myself. They force the attendant into the bathroom.
Get his finger!
Damn! And lock the door with a tow truck. They flee and then have a moment of bonding. They get the Mooka a change of clothes since he was covered in gasoline, then head to Harold's to hide out. They dump the Mooka off and he has a game of chess with Harold. Seriously, what's wrong with his hair? Roger and Dougal talk to Ronald, then return home to this.
He's one of your retards from upstate, isn't he?
Hey! As the Mooka has a fashion show, John and Dougal talk Harold into letting them stay the night. He agrees, and that night the Mooka has some insomnia, leading Roger to take him for a bite to eat, since he hasn't had any food since leaving the camp that morning.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe he's hungry.
Are you okay?
Holy shit! They don't go home but go clubbing, and the Muka becomes obsessed with hot 80s sax.
Oregano's alright, that's it.
Okay,
Tangy
which
on me, I
color?
don't know where I'm
Well,
going.
by the way, you guys staying for the last set?
Really obsessed.
All kidding aside, Muka. Were you always this way, or is this some routine you picked up in your travels?
I don't think he's bullshitting you, even though you're treating him like a fucking dog.
Come on. That's it.
The next morning, the Muka has disappeared, freaking the guys out, but he's at the diner having breakfast. Hey, nice tip.
Are you crazy, mister?
Man, his ass will be going viral leaving a tip like that. The Muka gets a cab and shows the driver some pornography to let him know where he wants to go, and he gets there, but it's closed. Look, a clue!
In vain, you never break those chains.
Oh no.
Why, you lousy
Slap, bitch! The guys alert the cops as the Muka crashes a wedding thinking the aisle is part of a fashion show. Oh, you're going to hell for that one! The wedding guests, along with the cops, chase the Muka to a phone booth, and I don't think he's as dumb as everybody makes him out to be.
That's it, Fatso! I didn't know he had money!
Everyone arrives and, oh shit, he's got a piece! Could you imagine if this ends with the Muka getting blown away by the police? Holy shit! He goes in for surgery and Roger gets blamed for causing this mess, and he gets busted for violating his probation. For what? Who the hell knows? Roger meets with Ron and finds out that the Muka is being called criminally insane and is going in for a psych eval at a hardcore institution. What's so funny?
What if one of those jive-ass doctors agrees with him? Well, that's where he'll live.
What the hell are these, outtakes? Roger is also given the options of getting a job or going to prison.
I got you your job.
Oh, we've ran this joke long enough.
You'll have an accident. Not really, of course, but we'll call it a broken ankle.
Isn't that fraud? Life before Netflix. Dougal arrives and... Okay, just because he didn't shut the door doesn't give you permission to stand there and watch him take a piss. Roger feels bad about the whole thing and tries to see the Muka running into this happy woman. But he manages to sneak in anyway. Wow, nice security. Wouldn't it be funny if this movie ended with Roger being murdered? He IDs the Muka by his ass and gives him the gift, only to be busted and assaulted by the staff. Roger goes back to work and makes a deal for the boss to clock him in every day for a year in exchange for $20,000. Roger makes a plan, and does he live in a tattoo parlor? Dougal gets a note and finds Harold arriving at the hospital to spot this helicopter. Wouldn't it be funny if they crashed? We get the fastest harness work ever, a bit of a struggle, a headbutt, and they fly off into the great unknown. Why did they need Dougal and Harold again? Fat Guy Goes Nutzoid does have a fat guy, but he doesn't really go nutzoid. He's mentally challenged. Yeah, great premise for a movie. This film is so thinly made, you can see through it. The plot is really difficult to follow, not because it's complicated, but because it's written for shit. It's a poorly sewn quilt of bad skits, with a tacked-on ending to finish it off. It's a dull, terrible film that's bad by even trauma standards.
Fuck the underwear.